welcome to Monday. So I am back in South Africa after 1 week in the Mara camp. I have 2 weeks before I head to Madikwe for a 6-night photo safari, 2 nights back at home, and then off to the US to present. If you're in Chicago, Boston, New York, or Atlanta, please let me know. I'll be putting all that detail out on my Instagram stories and feeds later this week. Speaking of Instagram, I was looking this morning, just kind of going through a few things. I've got some reels to post. A few things I don't understand here. Number one, there's many people, more than you'd think, that sends my own reels back to me. Like, there's no context. It's just, maybe they think they're replying. I don't know, but open up and there's like 12 messages from someone. Open, it's like, what the hell? And it's just all my stuff sent back to me. I'm like, okay, I'm not sure what you're doing here, but that's fine. The other thing is how people would just, and this is also more common than you think, people message and say, hey, I want to join you on one of your trips. And I'm saying, hey, very easy to arrange. They're like, okay, cool, where's the next one? And you're like, well, here's the tour calendar, and this is when I'm hosting again. And they're like, oh, no, I thought I can just come with. But what? It's very strange. Ooh, online is a very strange place. Overall, good week in the Mara. I did train every day. All my protocols were in place, except for one day when I had a bit of damage control to do with a few things at camp, but all good. Starting back on proper strength training today. Anyway, so I'm just thinking, I had a session with someone this morning speaking about kind of the layers of things you have to do if you want to manage things. So if you want to manage your physical health or your mental health or anything to do with you as a person, there's 4 stages. Right? The first is always behavioral. Then it goes into nutrition, which is linked. Then into supplements, and then into medication. Instead of I'm fat, let me eat a fat burner. Or I'm depressed, let me take an antidepressant. There's all these other things you can do first. And I was speaking to someone yesterday in that for the last 6-7 weeks, I've been doubling down on this, on the protocols that I know work for me. And it feels fucking amazing. And it's not even just being funny. It's literally when you do those things consistent. And do I always want to do them? No. I don't want to wake up at 4 when I'm in the Mara and train. But I do it because I know what it feels like. It's funny. You look at people, close friends, sometimes family, whatever, and you see they're struggling with anything from anxiety, stress, weight, joint pain, whatever it is. The protocols are there. The things you need to do to be better, it's there. Right? It's all there. It's all there. And you want to sometimes just shake your friends and family and say, listen, just please, it's not that fucking hard. Just start doing something. Something works. It really does. And it comes from choice. The 2 things I think for me that I've been focused on heavily over the last few weeks has been agency and gratitude. I posted a reel on that. You can go and look it up. But gratitude is not just being grateful. There's protocols that you can do to practice gratitude. It sounds very airy-fairy, let's go hug a tree bullshit, but works, the basics. Same with agency. Agency is how you project yourself onto the world around you. That could be good or bad. You know, when someone walks into the office and they're in a grumpy, pissy mood and they affect everybody around them, it's called projective identification from the other people because they're trying to do things to make the other people feel better, right? But if you walk in, that's low agency. You're bringing the energy down, but you affect the world around you. And it can be granular. You can start small, right? You can start small. I make my bed when I'm at a hotel. Why? Because I affect the area around me. It's a positive step. It goes all the way. It's agency. How do you project yourself onto the world around you? Scenes, people, situations, environment. I had a big, very, very good chat to one of my clients this morning about it. And it just makes sense. Combined with that, 1 is better than 0. Get out of your own way. Combine that with the iceberg analogy of the subconscious is under the surface, the conscious is the iceberg above, and how that iceberg can change sometimes. This is literally me just downloading my head, so it's not that full. You know what I mean? What else? Yesterday on the flight back, I listened to a lot of country music. I quite enjoy the storytelling of it. It's like I'm sitting on the side of the road and there's a truck coming and my dog is sick and I'm hungry. They tell these amazing stories, right? But, let me actually pull this up. There's this one song, and I remember hearing this years ago by, I think it's called Cody Johnson. I'm just going to find this. And the lyrics made me think a lot, because I'm in a really, really good headspace with everything that I'm doing, taking control, agency, gratitude, all those things, right? Really good space. But there's a song called Till You Can't by Cody Johnson. And the idea is, let me just read you the lyrics. You can tell your old man you'll do some largemouth fishing another time. You just got too much on your plate to bait and cast a line. You can always put a rain check in his hand till you can't. American. But it's that idea is, oh no, I can always speak to my mom until you can't. Oh no, I'll just go and hang with a friend some other time until you can't. I'll just spend more time with my dad until you can't. Very, very cool song. It's called Till You Can't by Cody Johnson. And to me, the theme behind it is amazing. Is we always put things out. You always put things, oh no, I'll do it one day until you can't. Oh no, I'll spend time with my dad once I have finished work until you can't. Until that option is taken away. Interesting one. There's also a line in that song which goes, on the same theme, kind of, you have to chase your dreams because your dreams aren't going to chase you. This complacency of sitting back and allowing the world just to take you, rather than agency and making and affecting the world around you and thinking you have time to do the shit that matters. That's real. Anyway, I'm not even sure what to call this. This is just a mind dump. There it is. But have a good week. I'll chat to you guys in the week. I am going to be looking to create quite a bit this week. Tutorials for Photoshop, Nick, and Lightroom, as well as podcasts on the Wild Eye feed. I'm looking to do a big 5 behavioral podcast, one for each animal. Also looking to speak about the psychology of photography a little bit, because I've got a lot of food for thought after my last few weeks in the Morrow. But for now, though, I'm going to finish my coffee. I've got a quick call and then staff meeting, and then there we go. Have a good week. Stay safe. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye.